Alright, so a bit of a Saturday vlog here. This is a little ride I've just been out and done this morning. It was 43 Ks. I kept the cadence nice and high, so I've been practicing this on the indoor trainer. We were all meant to go out this morning, but it's just me. I'm out on a solo ride. It was a bit too wet. We were meant to leave at 5:30 in the morning. It was raining then, so I decided to leave it, and about 7 o'clock I decided to jump on the bike and go for a spin round Wynnum Wellow and just keep it at a nice steady pace the whole way, which is what I did. So I've been doing, I kept the cadence high, so I was at 95 plus cadence for the good majority of it, and around 200 watts is what I was sticking it at. And it was a nice steady ride. I didn't get wet, the rain stayed away, thank God. But it was alright, it was good. And I've been practicing this on the indoor trainer. Okay, so I've been doing some rides on the indoor trainer at around 110 cadence for about 30 minutes. And then I did a ride with a group a couple of nights ago, the SAS group. That was a good spin, and I kept my cadence at around 100 there for the whole hour on the indoor trainer, and that was a good little session. So that was all right. I think I averaged about 235 watts, something like that. But it was good, just keeping it nice and steady, that cadence, keeping it up there. And legs felt good, so that's what I've been practicing. I thought I would put that into this particular ride today and just keep it nice and steady. I just wanted to keep the same tempo the whole way, and once you actually get into that rhythm, you know, you get into that zone, it's pretty good. I have been having a little bit of trouble just lately, the last month or so, with my power meter. It's dropping in and out, so now and again you might see the power and cadence drop off. Don't know what's going on. If I squeeze the battery housing on the power meter, it comes back, but you can see it's dropping off now and then it's going back up. I don't know why, but anyway, maybe I need a new power meter, maybe I need a new bike. I might just need a new battery in the power meter. Maybe I'll have to check it for an update. I'll have to check the firmware. And I've also been having some troubles with that damn GoPro still, my Hero 5 Black. I still cannot pull the videos easily off the SD stick from the GoPro. So this is why some of my videos have been a bit slow putting them out there, because it's just a pain to get them off, and I lose interest in trying to get the damn things off the GoPro. There you go, look, the power dropped out and now it's come back again. So what I have to do is I have to take the SD stick out of the GoPro and put it into a separate little USB holder and plug that in, and then pull the videos off, and then you're going to edit them and mess around. It would be a lot easier if I could just do it straight off the camera, you know. It would be a lot easier, save me a lot of headache and hassle. It's a lot of grief and headache doing these sorts of videos, especially when I'm putting the overlay on for you guys. I know everyone likes the overlay, so I put the overlay on all the time. The rear view vision is good. Everyone said, you know, put that on and it's all good, but I tell you now, it takes a lot of time. It takes time and effort to do this, and when you've got dodgy gear like this damn GoPro, it becomes very, very frustrating. But anyway, let's talk. What am I doing? I'm doing some training. Now, I was looking at the, as you see, my cadence and that is always around that high 95, but I was looking at the GCN guys video they did the other day, and they were talking about training when you don't have the time. Now, this whole week for me has been absolutely flat out. It's one of the busiest weeks. We do a lot of schools for the pest control and that, and I have to get all those done, and it's full on days, you know. So I haven't had a great deal of time, and I'm tired at the end of it, and I've been trying to fit my training in around all this, and I thought there's got to be an easier way. There has to be another way. So I had a quick look online, and anyway, the GCN guys came up with a video that I watched, and it was quite interesting, and they were saying Normally, when you start to train for a big event like my Noosa 160k, you would do long, slowish sort of rides. So you're not putting out loads of power, you know, just slow but long rides. Yeah, this is called your base training. Yeah, and then obviously you would also incorporate with some interval training and that as well. But anyway, the main thing is you get this base training in. But the problem is with base training, you need to do a lot of it, a lot of long rides, whether that you're out on the bike or on the indoor trainer. All right, and at the minute I just don't have the time. I would love to be able to get 3 hours a day to jump on the trainer and do that, but unfortunately right now I just don't. So anyway, they came up with what they're saying is, instead of doing base training, which is fantastic, there's nothing wrong with that, but they're saying now you don't actually have to do the base training. You can do shorter, high intensity training. So what I've been doing is, on the indoor trainer, I've been going on for about 30 minutes. If anyone has a look on my Strava account, you'll see I've been going on for about 30 minutes and I've been doing higher intensity stuff. Okay, but not every single day. Yeah, so I'll do a high intensity and then I've joined some groups like the SAS guys. I've joined them, and some of their rides, their sprint rides, are real high intensity. I mean, you're full on working the whole time you're there. You know, we did one the other day and I stayed with them for about half an hour and we averaged about 38 k's an hour on the indoor trainer. So I mean, you're full on going, you're on the gas the whole way. So I've been doing that, and then when I get a chance, I also will do the following day, after I've done the high intensity, I'll then just jump on the indoor trainer for 30 minutes or so and just go nice and steady. So that's how I'm going to try and do this build of training for my Noosa ride. The last time I did it, if you remember, watched any of my videos, I injured my rib. Yeah, so that put all my training out, right? It blew it all up, and we were doing lots of rides, and I'm still going to be doing on the weekends my longer rides. Like, I still want to get out, and like tomorrow I want to try and get out and get 70 or 80 k's in. It'll be a lower intensity ride, so it won't be high intensity tomorrow. It'll just be a nice steady ride. See if the guys are riding, you know, I'll just follow them and have it nice and steady. But that is how I'm going to have to try and do the build up for the training for this Noosa ride now. And I'm going to see, I've got basically 4.5 months before the ride. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to give this new way of training, this high intensity training, but not every day, don't forget, not every day. All right, you've got to make sure you give your muscles time to recover when you're doing high intensity. But I'm going to give it a go and see how I am in about a month from now, because my base fitness right now is pretty good anyway. Yeah, my actual fitness is pretty good, so that's not a major drama. But I'm going to see how I'm going in about a month, and if I feel that it's working well and I'm comfortable with the way it's all going, I'm going to continue with that, and on the weekends still try and get some of those longer rides in. I do want to, in about a month to 6 weeks time, I want to incorporate some longer rides, like some 120k rides at a lower intensity, and we'll be throwing our Cardbrook ride in as well. Probably once a week or something I'll throw that one in, and that's a full-on hilly ride. And I've also got to get some hill repeats. I've got to get to Mount Gravatt and I've got to do some hill repeats, and I've got to get myself, I firmly believe, to get me up that 3k climb on this ride, I've got to be able to do Mount Gravatt in 6 minutes flat, and then I think I'm in half a chance to stay up with the guys at the front up that first climb on the Noosa ride. So that is my goal. So it's going to be a new way of training, and I'm going to give it a go. I'm going to give it a good old blast. And on rides like this one, when I'm out on my own and I'm doing, say, a 40 or 50k, I'm just going to keep the tempo nice. I'm going to keep it nice and steady like I am now at around 200 watts. Keep the cadence nice and high so the legs aren't fatiguing too much. You're not building up all that lactic acid. and see how it goes. That is my plan. So we'll see what happens in the next month or so, and I'll keep you all up to date with what's going on. So we're just coming along Mary Pleasant now. I'm heading down. This is through Birkdale, and I'm seeing my power meters dropping in and out. It's giving me the heebie-jeebies. But anyway, heading through Birkdale down to Wellington Point, and I'll just keep that nice steady tempo. So look, the cadence is right up there again, 100 plus, and the power's there. Not going too crazy, just keeping it nice and steady. Heart rate's always been around 147, 150-ish, and it's good. I think on this ride I averaged, let me just have a quick look in my Strava account. We'll have a quick look at that. Alrighty, so here we are in my Strava account. I've got my new little face out with the cycling goggles on. So my ride was the Wynnum Wellow at 200 watts and 95 plus cadence. That was my target. That's all I wanted to do. Okay, so it came in at average weighted power 183 watts. Total moving time hour and 24. Elevation speed was 31 k's an hour. Heart rate average was 148. So that's good. I was up in that zone. Which is good. Calories 950 calories, and nice and steady. So it kept it the way I wanted it. So let's have a look at the power. Let me see, zones. Here we go. The zones. So really, tempo, active recovery was 33%. Endurance was 32. My tempo was at 21%, and I was in threshold for 8%. So VO2 max was 4%, and then so on. So it wasn't too bad. I think around that tempo is where I was aiming at. So that's my power zones, but I want my heart rate zone. Here we go. Let's get the heart rate one. Here we go. This is the one. Alright, so power zone, that's where we were, and then heart rate, I was in zone 1. Let me have a look. Zone 1 for not very long, 4%. Moderate for about 15%. This is the one we wanted. In my heart rate zone, I was at my tempo for 43%, which is good, and then threshold for 38%. So that's pretty good. I was happy with that. They're too good. So around that 138 to 155 is my tempo, and 155 to 170 is my threshold. So that was good to give those two areas a good burst. So that is pretty much it. We're just coming up to the end of the Mary Pleasant here. So I was happy with all those stats really. That was about what I wanted to be in. So I'm going to see how I go with this new training, this high intensity, higher bursts for shorter amounts of time. I mean, anyone out there that's tried it, let me know in the comments down below, because I'll be interested in hearing what you've got to say. But realistically, this is going to be the only way I'm going to be able to put some good training into place, I believe, for my race. It's the only way I'm going to do it. So we'll see what happens over the next month or so, and I shall keep you updated. So you got any questions or comments, put them down below.